Hello and welcome to Crown for Success presents Impact to Insta-Income. My name is Wendy Porter and I am a certified business life and career planning coach. I have 15 years of experience running multi-million-dollar businesses in corporate America. I'm also a contributing writer for Huffington Post, Thrive Global, and Boss Babe. And I've served over 800 clients in 29 different countries in the last 12 months. I've also built a six-figure coaching business in 8 short months, primarily using Instagram as my platform. Crown for Success is one of the fastest growing networks for soulful, ambitious boss ladies on Instagram. We have over 75,000 authentic followers on Instagram right now. So I am so happy to be here and share with you what I know about Instagram and what I've learned over the last 15 months. So let's go over some fun facts about me so you get to know me a little bit better. So I'm a total introvert. And let me tell you, this typically shocks the hell out of people after they see my Instagram page. If people could graduate with a degree for talking shit, I would likely graduate with the valedictorian honors on that. I'm a self-professed nerd, but with swag. And if Beyonce and Oprah were to have a love child, I would be her. I love to read and watch very little TV. However, I never ever miss an episode of General Hospital. I can't fall asleep if my feet get hot. I don't know why, I just can't do it. And I'm the kind of girl that would totally tell you if you had lipstick on your teeth or toilet paper stuck to your shoe. I got you, girl. So let's get started. This is an overview of what we'll be learning today. So we're going to learn how to do beautiful visuals for Instagram. We're going to learn how to create an epic bio for your Instagram page. We're going to hashtag it up, and we're going to learn how to gain ideal followers so that we can turn those into clients. We're going to build your email list, and we're going to learn how to convert your likes into sales and your followers into buyers. So on Instagram, one of the very first things that are super, super important are your pictures. So they need to be aesthetically pleasing because Instagram is an all visual platform. So it needs to look like a beautiful laid out magazine or artwork that you would see on the wall. It shouldn't look like your 6-year-old threw a collage together. Well, that's beautiful too. That belongs on the refrigerator at home, not on your Instagram page. So stay away from hot pink colors or fluorescent colors unless you're using them sparingly because they tend to be really, really hard on the eye. So you want to build a beautiful brand on Instagram, and you can do that by using flat lays or lifestyle photos to display your products or services. And stay away from those posts that look too salesy, cheesy, or like infomercial-like. The next thing that you want to do is kind of look at your page and see what does your page look like now and how can you improve it. This is an example of some of my clients. This is her before page and what it looked like before I was working with her. And this is her after page after we were working together. Isn't that, it's huge, a huge contrast there. So you definitely want to work on your before and your after. Put some work into the visuals and really, really look at what you're posting. Make sure that you pick out 2 primary colors, brand colors that is, that you can use. It looks like hers is this pink pretty color and white, and then black text or white text. So stay consistent with your text style and then with your font style, and then also stay consistent with your colors as well. Rainbows are beautiful, but they're just not beautiful on your Instagram page. So stay away from like a page that looks like a bunch of rainbows. Here's another client of mine who did a before and after. So this is her before, and you see how hard on the eye these fluorescent purples are. It really just makes it look, it's pretty for a minute, but then it gets hard on the eye the more that you look at it. So stay away from these type of fluorescent colors unless you're going to use them like one every other picture. So maybe one here and then one here. So every other row. And this is her after. Look at how beautiful that's looking. And she just really started, I think, 8 days ago working on this. So she's already started to pull out the beauty in her brand. This is another one of my clients. This is her before picture. And as you can see, all these glittery little background pictures look really, really outdated and it makes her whole page look outdated. She's got a lot of random colors going on here. So that does not work for Instagram. It has to be consistent and you need to stick with your branded colors. So whatever colors you decide to choose, make sure that you're pulling those colors in on your Instagram page. And here is her new page. Look at how beautiful this is looking. So this is her new page and what she's doing here. She's kind of doing a design where all her quotes will go down the side here. So it's really looking nice. And she just started I think 2 weeks ago with us. So the next thing that you want to watch for on Instagram is your bio. You want to create an epic bio. Stay away from the emojis until you have a bio down. Because what I see is a lot of people have a ton of emojis in their bio, but their bio does not explain what it is that they do or how it's going to benefit the person who's thinking about following them, how it's going to benefit them to follow. So those are the two things that your bio should address. So here is a close-up pic or logo is what you want to go with, because see this little tiny small circle that you have to work with. So you want to make sure you can actually see it. So a close-up picture is ideal for that. These bolded words here, a lot of people make the mistake of actually putting their name here, and this is one of the very few areas on Instagram that is searchable. So you don't make that mistake. You should put what you do here, not your name. So definitely put what you do in this space here. So your bio should consist of what you do, plus how following you is going to benefit them, your followers. So that should be in your bio. You only have about 150 characters, so you want to use this space wisely, and that's why I say wait until you have a really great bio together. Then if you have room, go ahead and add the cute little emojis like she has here. The next space is the link in your bio. You only have one area where you can put a link at in your bio, and that's right here. And for a long time, this was the only area that you could have a link in on Instagram. That has changed quite a bit since all the new features have happened in the last few months. And I'll kind of go over this a little bit more later in this masterclass. But this is where your link goes. So this would be your website. What I recommend that you do is you put your landing page here that leads to your freebie so that you can start collecting emails and build your email list. The next thing that is super important on Instagram are hashtags. A lot of people ask me, well, do I really need to put hashtags? Yes, you definitely need hashtags. Twitter and Instagram is one of the few social media outlets that hashtags are just really a must. Especially on Instagram, it's how people find you. So when you're doing a search, that is what people are going to search you by, are hashtags. And you want to think about let's talk about why use hashtags, because that is how people find you. And you also have a better chance of being discovered in the Explore page, which you want, because that gives you a ton of publicity if your image happens to land on the Explore page. So that's also super important, and hashtags can help you achieve that. The hashtags that you use should be relevant to your product or service. So think about if someone was searching for your product or your service on Google, what kind of keywords would they use to find you? Whatever keywords that they would use to find you are going to be your hashtags. Those should be what you use as hashtags. And you probably also use these keywords in your SEO as well on your website. You can use some trending hashtags as well to pull in like people who are using a lot of like popular hashtags in the moment. So you get more attention on your feed. You're allotted 30 different hashtags, and I always say make 8 to 10 of them in the million range. And then the rest of them should probably be in the 100,000 to 700,000 range. So as you can see here, I pulled up Life Coach here, and it has 1.8 million posts. So 1.8 million people have posted Life Coach. And when you do this image here is from my search feed. So the magnifying glass on Instagram, when you search a hashtag there, other relevant hashtags will come up here at the top. which makes it super easy for you to take on these 30 allotted hashtags. So you can use all of these, and there's like probably 5 or 6 going across. And then if you click on these, more hashtags will come across. You click on this one, more hashtags will come across. So really, it's super easy to find 30 hashtags to use when it comes to, if you can search this way. If you're struggling with coming up with, oh, well, I don't have 30 words to use, try using this function on Instagram. It's in your magnifying glass in the search area, okay? The next thing that I always suggest is that you use all 30 of those in your comment instead of in your caption. Just because when you use it in your caption, it looks really salesy and spammy. And if you use it in your comment, then it looks less salesy and spammy. And it still has the same effect as if you were to use it in your caption. If you feel more comfortable, you can use maybe half of them or 3 or 4 of them or a handful of them in your caption, and then the rest should go in your first comment. Don't overwhelm your caption and take away from what your message is by using hashtags in that area. So the next thing is, I'm sure you're wanting to know, well, how do I gain followers on Instagram? So there are lots of ways to gain followers, and we're going to talk about them. So one of the ways that you want to gain followers, because here's the thing, you don't want to just gain followers to gain followers. You want to gain followers who are going to be your ideal followers. You want to gain followers who can eventually become customers, because we all want customers, right? So don't just be in it to gain a ton of followers. Be in it because you want to gain the right followers, and that's more important than quantity. So here is what I do, is I go find one of my competitors' pages. So you should know who your competitors are on Instagram. And if you don't, do some research on this, because this is super important for you to know who your competitors are, because a big part of finding the right followers are going to depend on that. So find your competitors that are on Instagram. And when I say competitors, I mean friendly competitors, y'all, because there is definitely enough room for all of us to succeed. So find those friendly competitors, go to their page, and look at first to see look for sales posts. So you want to look for sales posts on their page. Do they have any sales posts on their page? Chances are, if they're selling something, they likely do have a sales post on their page. And go to that post first. And what you want to do is you then want to look for comments. So you want to look for comments on those sales posts, because that means if somebody is commenting on a sales post, they're really engaged with that person. They're engaged with that product or that service, and they're probably ready to buy, or they're thinking about buying, which means that's a warm lead for you. So look at the comments on the sales post. Next, you want to look for the likes on that sales post. So look at the likes and see how many people have liked that sales post. And next, you want to just engage with all of those people. So you want to go to the comments first, to the people who commented first, and engage with them. And the way that we engage with them is that we engage with those followers by liking 2 to 3 of their pictures and making 1 comment. So 2 or 3 of their pictures, just like those pictures and genuinely like them. Find ones that you really like and comment with a nice comment, a complimentary comment. That makes them feel good, because everybody wants to be complimented. Chances are they're going to follow you. If you follow these steps, 90% of the times they're going to follow you. So that is how you actually start engaging with individuals who could potentially be your customer. Again, be genuine with your comments and with your likes. And also, I always tell my clients, when engaging, be in an abundance mindset and also in a grateful mindset. It goes a long way when you're putting that type of energy out into the universe, when you're engaging and liking on other people's posts. So the next thing is how to convert your likes into sales and your followers into buyers. And the way that we can do this is those DMs. So that's direct message for those of you that don't know what that means. DMs is direct message. And I just had to use this because it is hilarious. Be slick like this guy here, sliding into your DMs like this. That's how you want to slide into somebody's DMs, slick and smooth, okay? You don't want to be clumsy and sloppy about the DMs that you send, and I see a ton of them, trust me. So be slick and smooth about sliding into somebody's DMs. And I just have to say, here's a song. Here is a song that was created by Yo Gotti, and it's all about Instagram. So I'll let you hear a little bit about this song.
It goes down in the DM. It go down. It go down in the DM. It go down. It go down. Don't you hate when you get screenshot? Petty. Bitch, that DM one for everybody. Rules. I love the gram. I love the gram. Love the gram. I'm addicted to it. I know I am. Know I am.
And that's all about the gram, y'all. That's all about the gram. So I'm a fan. I'm huge. I'm Instagram. I mean, I'm an Instagrammer by heart. I love this platform. And that song is all about Instagram. So when you are using DMs, what was really cool now is that they actually have just recently let you do links in the DM. So that was not possible before. So now you can actually put a link in your DM when you're sending a message. That's huge. That takes it to a whole new level of marketing because we never were able to do that. You could put a link, but then they would have to copy and paste. And we all know most people aren't going to go to that extent to copy paste in the browser a link. So now you can put it in there, it's clickable, and they can just click and go straight to your freebie offer, sign up for your email list. So this is just another way that you can grow your email list. So here is kind of some DM do's and don'ts because I've seen it all on Instagram. So here, this first one is, hey there, would you like to learn about our complete shakes? They come in 2 different flavors. Every purchase comes with included diet detox plans, endless shake recipes, and client support. Pop me a message if you'd like to learn more. So this is the wrong way to do it. So don't do this. If you sell a product or a service, don't assume that that's what people are wanting to do and that's what they're there for is because they want to buy a detox tea. They might not. They may not be ready to purchase from you. So it's always great to give before selling. So rather than trying to sell them on something, try giving them something first, okay? So here is another one, wrong way to do is, hey there, thanks for the like. Would you like more info on how to lose weight with trying out 3-day Herbalife trial pack? Well, what if I don't need to lose weight? It could be offensive to some people. So that just completely comes off the wrong way. Again, they're trying to sell without giving anything. So there's no nurture sequence here. Nurturing your audience is so critical, especially on Instagram. You have to build that know, like, trust factor. And this definitely is not the way to do it. So here's a do. Hi there, thank you so much for the follow. I look forward to getting to know you. Please feel free to comment or DM me anytime. I respond to all my messages. Whether you decided to follow me for daily motivation or learning how to build a 6-figure business using Instagram, I'd like to show you my appreciation with a free gift that offers a little bit of both. You can download it here. Freebie, it's a freebie. I'm giving you value. So use something like this. Here's another good one. Hey, Crown for Success Queen, just wanted to say thanks for the follow. We are glad that you enjoy our page. Never hesitate to let us know what you think about our posts and what you would like to see for the future. I mean, they're asking nothing of me, so I'm most likely to look again at his page or respond back to him because they're asking nothing. They're not asking for a sale. They're asking me to do nothing except go enjoy their page. So these are some do's and don'ts on DM. It's just like with anything, you got to build that nurture sequence. You got to build that know, like, trust factor before you start selling to your audience. Instagram stories. So this is another way to really build your audience and also to engage with your audience. A video is huge right now on Instagram. So the algorithm is favoring stories and videos over your posts. So perfect example is I put up a sales post not long ago on my page, and normally sales posts always get less likes, but normally I get between 400 and 500 likes on a sales post. This particular time, I got 150 likes and 0 comments and 0 direct messages in regards to that sales post. Then I put up the exact same picture right into my Instagram story. I got over 850 views and I got 15 direct messages asking about that particular program that I was selling. So clearly Instagram is favoring Instagram stories over your posts right now. So you can do both. And stories stay up for 24 hours. You can put it in your post and then upload it to your Instagram story. They stay up for 24 hours. Use them to showcase you. That's another great way to use them. So use them to showcase you, your daily routines, your behind the scenes, sales posts. You can use them for regular posts. You can use them for teasers of upcoming events. This one is a particular teaser of this masterclass coming out that I used in my IG stories, and I got probably 1,800 likes on this, or 1,800 views. Oops, let's go back.
Sneak peek into the new logo and the new masterclass. Shh, but don't tell anyone.
So I use that as just kind of a teaser of this masterclass coming out and for my new logo that's coming out as well. And it did really well. It had over 1,800 views and people were complimenting me. I had a few people saying, when does this start? How do I sign up? So definitely use your stories to showcase your products and your services, and use it as teasers for your upcoming products and services. So a brand new feature, another one, Instagram is just killing it with these new features lately. So a brand new feature is that you can actually put your URL or your link into your stories. So this is another great way to build your email list. So you can actually, I could have had this been ready to go, or had to have a landing page for this, which I did not at the time, but I will post it again with the landing page. I could have said, okay, this is coming up. If you want more information, or if you want to get on the wait list, here's the, I could have put the URL, the link in there, and there's a little button at the bottom that says see more, and they just swipe up and it takes them right to the landing page. That's a brand new feature for Instagram, and that's huge because before it was only certified accounts on Instagram that could do this. Now it's being rolled out to everybody, so everybody can take advantage of this. And this is another way that you can grow your email list. So the one thing that you do need to keep in mind is that these are only 15-second videos. So they're pretty short and quick and simple. So keep it simple and short and sweet. And you can also save them to your phone and then use them as a post. So you can save it to your phone when you're done with it, use it as a post later. Or if I want to use this again, and then I think I already saved this to my phone so that when I do have my landing page ready, I can repost it again if I want to. The next thing that Instagram has is Instagram Live, and this is a new feature as well. And just so you guys know, when Instagram Live hit a few months back, it had over 200 million viewers and users on Instagram Live every single day, only after 2 months of launching. That's incredible. Imagine what it's going to be like in a year. So this is huge. Instagram Live. This is where it's way longer. It's unlimited time. So it's not the little 15-second video that you see on Instagram stories. Instagram stories only 15 seconds, which is very similar to Snapchat, if you're familiar with Snapchat. Instagram Live is very familiar with Facebook Live, if you're familiar with Facebook Live. So, and just a little history, and I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but Facebook recently bought Instagram. So we're starting to see all kinds of great features that are over on Facebook come over to Instagram, and Instagram Live is one of those. So with Instagram Live, you can use it for live training webinars. So you can give out free training webinars, again, nurturing your audience, giving a freebie. And let me tell you, when you do Instagram Lives, tons of people show up on them. So you definitely want to get involved in Instagram Lives if you're not doing them now. You can save the live stream to your device and repurpose it for training. So you can actually save it to your device and then you can use it somewhere else, or you can even turn it into a masterclass or a workshop and charge for it. And then number 3, you can also have people opt in to receive the replay by email if they can't attend live. This is another great way to grow your email list. So if you're on there live and people can't attend, you say, hey, it's going to be up and I'm going to be live going at 5 o'clock. If you're not able to attend, go ahead and enter your email list here and I'll send you the replay. Another great way to grow your email list. And another brand new feature, say what? So another brand new feature is that you can now save your live broadcast to your stories. So if people miss the live broadcast, they can stream it and watch it from the replay. They can watch the replay in your stories for 24 hours. So now you can do the live, because before that was frustrating for people, because I know I have a lot of followers in the UK and our time difference is so different that they couldn't always attend my Facebook or my Instagram lives. And once it's done, it's done. So now what I can do is I can save it over to my Instagram stories, and the whole thing will be available to watch on my Instagram stories for 24 hours. They can catch it within 24 hours. And then if they miss it within those 24 hours, I can then put a link up saying, hey, if you don't catch it within 24 hours, sign up for my email list and I'll make sure to go ahead and email you the replay. So another great way to grow your email list. So another way to grow your email list and drive traffic and engagement to your page is shout outs. So there are different types of shout outs. There are free shout outs with accounts that are similar in size as yours. So when you do this, you want to make sure that they could be an extension of what it is that you offer. Example, if you have a clothing boutique and you sell clothes, then you want to maybe reach out to people who sell jewelry or shoes. If you're a relationship coach or a life coach or any kind of coach, then you want to reach out to other coaches who aren't necessarily a direct competitor, but could be an extension of your service. So if I'm a sales coach, I could reach out to somebody who's great with branding. So those are the different things that you can do with shout outs. You can reach out to people who are in your niche or kind of similar to your niche, or that could be an extension of what it is that you do, and ask if they can do shout out for shout out. And it's free. So you all would just do shout out for shout out. Usually you find, anywhere between 3 and 10 accounts, and you all shout each other out and share each other's posts. And this helps to bring your audience to them and vice versa. And this is free. The one thing that you do want to watch for is just making sure that they're similar in size, so they have similar followers as you do. You don't want to reach out to somebody who has 100,000 followers and you only have 5,000 followers, because chances are they're probably going to say, no, that's okay. I'm not going to, I'll pass on that. So stick with people who are similar in size. They still have a different audience than you, but that audience could potentially become your customers. So it's a win-win. One thing with shout outs that don't do very well is using a selfie or a salesy pic. They really don't do well as shout outs. So if you guys are using each other's pictures, try not to make them too salesy of a pic, or try not to make them a selfie type of pic either. Try to use a pic that really blends in with that person's page that is shouting you out, because then it's not so noticeable and it's not like a sore thumb sticking out, and more people are likely to like that post and get engaged with that post. If it really sticks out like a sore thumb and that, it's a totally weird color from their page, most likely people are not going to engage with that post very much, which means you're not going to get very many followers. So be careful with what kind of pictures you're using. So have them tag your name in the first 2 sentences, because when you are scrolling through Instagram, really that is the first thing that you see, is the first 2 to 3 sentences. So make sure that your name is tagged in that very first 2 to 3 sentences, so that that's what people see, and they don't have to click on the post or the see more button to find your name down there. You definitely want your name in those first 2 to 3 sentences. Another way that you can do shout outs is through page shout outs. And this is where you would reach out to somebody who has something like this, 600,000 followers or 1.1 million followers or 350,000 followers, and you would look at their bio here and you'll see it says for advertising/promotion, DM or email me. So basically she's telling you, I do shout outs. She charges you for it, but she does shout outs. So, and a ton of influencers on Instagram make money this way. So you can easily go to her page or send her a DM, ask her how much she charges for her shout outs. Usually they run anywhere between $20. I mean, I've seen them go all the way up to $2,000. So it really just is going to depend on how big their audience is and how good their engagement is. So how many likes are they getting? How many comments are they getting on their pictures? So the higher the engagement, the higher the likes, and the higher the followers, the more expensive the shout out is going to be. So this is another thing that you can do, is you can reach out to them, because $20, $25, $30, $40 isn't bad if you're going to receive a few hundred followers. So as long as they're ideal followers. Again, you want to make sure that you're reaching out to the right pages and not just any page. You want to reach out to the right pages who you know have your ideal audience to do shout outs with, especially if you're going to pay for them. Another way is, this is amazing, is shout outs on steroids is what I call it, because like I said, Instagram is favoring video and they're favoring IG stories and live. What you can have them do is you can ask, hey, do you do shout outs in your IG story? And can I use my link in your IG story? Now, talk about like major success. I recently did this with a page who has about 400,000 followers, and I put my freebie there and I created it, and they put it in their IG story and they put the little link in there and it said swipe up or see more. So they right from the story, it swiped up and went to my landing page. I collected 350 some emails in a 24-hour period doing this. So this is like shout out on steroids. When you can find a really good account who has your ideal audience, that's what you want to approach them with. If you're going to pay for a shout out, so this is what I suggest that you do, is that you ask if they can shout you out in their story and use your link. It may cost a little bit more, but it's totally worth it, because like I said, I increased my email list by 350 people in a 24-hour period. So that's huge. I've also done it to where I put my link, my direct link, and what I'm selling on their IG story. So I don't even lead them to a freebie. I lead them directly to my product. And I've made, on a $47 product, I've made probably $2,500 to $3,000 in a 24-hour period off of a $47 product. So that is super powerful if you're doing it with the right accounts. So shout outs is definitely, you definitely want to try shout outs for sure. And so that is my presentation and this masterclass all about Instagram. So I hope that you enjoyed this masterclass. I have a ton more of information, but I do need to keep this masterclass limited to about 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm hoping that you enjoyed this. If you did, I am giving away a free 9-day training that's called Impact Insta-Income, and it is all about what we just talked about, but even in more detail, and it'll help you get 8,000 followers in 8 weeks, all the strategies that I use to do that, and all the strategies that I've used to grow a 6-figure business in 8 months. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and thank you so much for your time. I really appreciated being here with you all, and please feel free to message me anytime. I do respond to all my messages, and you can DM me on Instagram at Crowned for Success. Thank you.